This video covers 41 essential questions on sharing the road from the MTO Driver's Handbook. Watch until the end, every question is important and can help you pass on your first try.
Question 1. How can driving alongside a large commercial vehicle affect your ability to drive? A. Due to slippery road conditions. B. Due to heavy air turbulence. C. Due to blockage of sight. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. Due to heavy air turbulence. Explanation. Large commercial vehicles can generate heavy air turbulence due to air pressure and airflow around them. This turbulence can affect your ability to control your vehicle, especially when passing or driving too close. Question 2. How does farm machinery typically move compared to other road users? A. It moves faster than other road users. B. It moves at the same pace as the other road users. C. It moves quite slowly compared to other road users. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. It moves quite slowly compared to other road users. Explanation. Farm machinery moves significantly slower than other vehicles on the road. Drivers should be prepared to adjust their speed and pass safely when encountering farm equipment. Question 3. What is the purpose of bike boxes on the road? A. They help prevent collisions between motorists and bicycles. B. They provide parking for bikes and bicycles. C. They provide lanes for bikes and bicycles. D. None of the above. The correct answer is A. They help prevent collisions between motorists and bicycles. Explanation. Bike boxes are painted areas at intersections designed to reduce collisions between motorists and cyclists. These boxes allow cyclists to position themselves ahead of motor vehicles at a stoplight, improving visibility and safety. Question 4. What does A refer to in the picture? A. An indentation after an intersection. B. An indentation before an intersection. C. Bus stop between legally parked cars. D. Mid-block indented bays. The correct answer is D. Mid-block indented bays. Explanation. A refers to mid-block indented bays. Question 5. Why shouldn't you stop too close behind a large vehicle? A. Because when the driver releases the brake, the vehicle may roll back. B. Because the large vehicle will take time to accelerate again. C. Because it may cause your vehicle to stall. D. Because it causes a traffic jam. The correct answer is A. Because when the driver releases the brake, the vehicle may roll back. Explanation. When a large vehicle releases its brakes after being stopped, it may roll back slightly before moving forward. Always leave enough space to avoid a collision. Question 6. When a streetcar is stopped to pick up or discharge passengers and there is a safety island, what does the law require you to do? A. Pass on the left side of the streetcar. B. Stop at least 2 meters behind the safety island. C. Sound the horn and pass with caution. D. Pass with caution. The correct answer is D. Pass with caution. Explanation. If there is a safety island, you are allowed to pass the streetcar cautiously. Make sure to reduce speed and stay alert for pedestrians. Question 7. Why do pedestrians with skateboards, rollerblades, scooters, etc., require more attention on the road? A. Because these devices may reduce balance and can propel the person onto the roadway. B. Because they move faster than regular pedestrians. C. Because they increase the height of a person. D. None of the above. The correct answer is A. Because these devices may reduce balance and can propel the person onto the roadway. Explanation. Pedestrians using skateboards, rollerblades, or scooters may have reduced balance and control, which could lead to sudden movements into the roadway. Modern devices with small motors can further increase risks. Question 8. Except when passing, what distance must be maintained between commercial vehicles traveling in the same direction on a highway outside a city, town, or village? A. 30 meters, 100 feet. B. 60 meters, 200 feet. C. 120 meters, 400 feet. D. 240 meters, 800 feet. The correct answer is B. 60 meters, 200 feet. Explanation. Commercial vehicles traveling on highways outside urban areas must maintain a minimum distance of 60 meters, 200 feet, to allow room for braking and maneuvering in emergencies. Question 9. A bike lane may exist adjacent to A. highways. B. railway tracks. C. parking bays. D. all of the above. The correct answer is C. parking bays. Explanation. Bike lanes can be adjacent to parking bays, offering a designated area for cyclists to ride safely. These lanes are less likely to be found directly next to highways or railway tracks without barriers. Question 10. Why should you be more careful on roads with motorcycles? A. They may make sudden movements because of uneven road conditions. B. They are harder to see because of their smaller size. C. They are less protected and more likely to be injured in a collision. D. all of the above. The correct answer is C. They are less protected and more likely to be injured in a collision. Explanation. Motorcycles, mopeds, and bicycles are harder to see because of their small size. They may make sudden movements due to uneven road surfaces or poor weather conditions. Additionally, they lack the protection of larger vehicles, making them more susceptible to injuries in a collision. Question 11. If a traffic signal changes while a pedestrian is still in the street, who has the right of way? A. Motorist making turns. B. The pedestrian. C. Motorist coming from the right. D. Motorist coming from the left. The correct answer is B. The pedestrian. Explanation. If a pedestrian is still in the street when the traffic signal changes, the pedestrian has the right of way. Drivers must wait until the pedestrian has safely crossed before proceeding. Question 12. Why should you never share a lane with a motorcycle rider? A. They have bigger motorcycles than your vehicle. B. They need the whole lane to travel safely. C. They are not paying attention to the world around them. D. All of the above. The correct answer is B. They need the whole lane to travel safely. Explanation. A motorcycle rider needs the entire lane to maneuver safely. Never attempt to share a lane with a motorcycle, as it can be dangerous for both the rider and yourself. Question 13. When compared to regular vehicles, the blind spots of large commercial vehicles are A. Larger, B. Smaller, C. The same, D. None of these. The correct answer is A. Larger. Explanation. Large commercial vehicles have significantly larger blind spots on both sides, the rear, and directly in front. Drivers should avoid tailgating and stay clear of these blind spots to ensure safety. Question 14. What do the two chevrons painted above a bicycle symbol on the road indicate? A. That this portion of the road is reserved for parking. B. That this lane is reserved for bicycles only. C. That this is a high occupancy lane. D. That this lane is shared between vehicles and bicycles. The correct answer is D. That this lane is shared between vehicles and bicycles. Explanation. A bicycle chorro, marked by two chevrons above a bicycle symbol, indicates that the lane is shared between vehicles and bicycles. Both types of traffic may use the lane, so drivers should be cautious and respectful. Question 15. Which of the following are considered pedestrians too? A. People operating medical scooters. B. People using wheelchairs. C. Both A and B. D. None of these. The correct answer is C. Both A and B. Explanation. People operating motorized wheelchairs or medical scooters are considered pedestrians under the law. They must be given the same consideration and right of way as any pedestrian. Question 16. When passing a cyclist, drivers of motor vehicles must maintain a minimum distance of meters. A. 4 meters. B. 3 meters. C. 2 meters. D. 1 meter.
The correct answer is D. 1 meter.
Explanation. Drivers of motor vehicles must maintain a minimum distance of 1 meter, where practical, between their vehicle and the cyclist when passing. This ensures the safety of cyclists on the road. Question 17. Vehicles are one of the slowest moving of all road users. A. Horse-drawn vehicles. B. Tractors. C. Buses. D. All of the above. The correct answer is A. Horse-drawn vehicles. Explanation. Horse-drawn vehicles are among the slowest road users. Drivers should be patient and ensure a safe passing distance when encountering them. Question 18. How should a cyclist signal a left or right turn? A. They are not allowed to turn. B. They can use their turn lights. C. By extending their left or right arm. D. Crossing for the disabled. The correct answer is C. by extending their left or right arm. Explanation. Cyclists signal their intentions to turn left or right by extending their left or right arm, respectively. Drivers must watch for these signals and yield appropriately. Question 19. Where should you stop at the intersection when a large vehicle is making a turn onto the road you are on? A. Stop right at the intersection to allow the operator the space to complete the turn. B. Stop a little ahead of the intersection to allow the operator the space to complete the turn. C. Stop far ahead of the intersection to allow the operator the space to complete the turn. D. Stop back from the intersection to allow the operator the space to complete the turn. The correct answer is B. Stop a little ahead of the intersection to allow the operator the space to complete the turn. Explanation. If a large vehicle is turning onto the road you are on, be aware that the operator may need to cross the center line, cut a corner, or use part of your lane. Stop back from the intersection to allow enough space for the vehicle to complete the turn safely. Question 20. Why should a driver be more careful when driving near pedestrians using mobile phones, texting, calling, or other handheld devices? A. Because they are not in their senses. B. The driver doesn't have to be careful around them. C. Because they move faster than normal pedestrians. D. Because they can't hear vehicle horns and other traffic noises. The correct answer is D. Because they can't hear vehicle horns and other traffic noises. Explanation. Pedestrians using mobile phones, earbuds, or other devices are often distracted and may not notice vehicles or hear car horns or traffic noise. Drivers should exercise extra caution near these individuals to prevent accidents. Question 21. The stopping distance of large commercial vehicles is A. Shorter than small vehicles. B. Longer than small vehicles. C. Same as small vehicles. D. None of these. The correct answer is B. Longer than small vehicles. Explanation. Large commercial vehicles require a much longer distance to stop compared to smaller vehicles due to their weight and size. Drivers should maintain a safe following distance when behind such vehicles. Question 22. Bike lanes are reserved for A. Bikes only. B. Cycles only. C. Large commercial vehicles only. D. Both A and B. The correct answer is D. Both A and B. Explanation. Bike lanes are reserved for bikes and cyclists only. They are typically marked by a solid white line. Question 23. Why should you not tailgate a large vehicle? A. It can lead to a collision. B. It can lead to an accident. C. The driver cannot see you if you are directly behind it. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. The driver cannot see you if you are directly behind it. Explanation. Avoid tailgating a large vehicle because the driver cannot see you if you are directly behind. Tailgating increases the risk of collision if the vehicle stops suddenly or makes a maneuver. Question 24. Why does a large commercial vehicle need to swing wide to the left before making a right turn? A. To avoid friction on the road. B. To avoid a collision with the right curb. C. To avoid a collision with the left curb. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. To avoid a collision with the right curb. Explanation. When making a right turn, a large vehicle may first swing wide to the left, and then turn right to avoid hitting the curb on the right. Do not move into the open space on the right side. It is a dangerous position, and could lead to an accident. Question 25. What are the colors of the slow-moving signs displayed on the rear of farm machinery? A. Orange and red. B. Blue and black. C. Red, yellow, and green. D. Red and green. The correct answer is A. Orange and red. Explanation. Farm machinery traveling at 40 km per hour or less must display an orange and red slow-moving vehicle sign on the rear. This warns other drivers to adjust their speed accordingly. Question 26. What is the maximum speed for farm machinery and tractors? A. 30 km per hour. B. 40 km per hour. C. 50 km per hour. D. 60 km per hour. The correct answer is B. 40 km per hour. Explanation. Most tractors and combines have a maximum speed of 40 km per hour, but may travel at less than that when towing implements or wagons. Always drive cautiously when sharing the road with such vehicles. Question 27. What is the purpose of highly reflective tape affixed to buggies? A. To show that the vehicle belongs to the Queen. B. To show that the vehicle is dangerous. C. To show that the vehicle is moving at 40 km per hour or less. D. None of these. The correct answer is C. To show that the vehicle is moving at 40 km per hour or less. Explanation. Many buggies have highly reflective tape on the sides and rear to warn other drivers that the vehicle is traveling at 40 km per hour or less. The tape also illuminates when headlights hit it, increasing visibility at night. Question 28. Why should you not sound the horn unnecessarily while overtaking a cyclist? A. Because cyclists do not like it. B. Because the cyclist may get frightened and lose his balance. C. Because the cyclist can't move faster. D. None of these. The correct answer is B. Because the cyclist may get frightened and lose his balance. Explanation. Avoid sounding your horn unnecessarily while overtaking a cyclist, as it may frighten them and cause them to lose balance. If you must use your horn, tap it lightly and from a safe distance to alert them calmly. Question 29. To whom should drivers and cyclists yield the right of way at a pedestrian crossing or crosswalk? A. Students. B. Pedestrians. C. Patients. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Explanation. Drivers, including cyclists, must yield the entire roadway to pedestrians at pedestrian crossovers, school crossings, and locations with crossing guards. Question 30. Why should you maintain a safe distance from buggies? A. Because passing too closely can scare the horse, causing it to change direction. B. Because the horse may attack you. C. Because it is illegal to drive close to the buggies. D. None of these. The correct answer is A. Because passing too closely can scare the horse, causing it to change direction. Explanation. When passing buggies, give as much distance as possible. Passing too closely may startle the horse, causing it to veer suddenly, which can lead to dangerous situations on the road. Question 31. What should you do to avoid collisions with cyclists at intersections? A. Always check your blind spot and signal before making a right turn. B. When turning left, yield the right-of-way to oncoming cyclists. C. When driving through an intersection, scan for cyclists. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Explanation. To avoid collisions with bicyclists at intersections, remember the following. 1. When turning right, signal and check your mirrors and the blind spot to your right to make sure you do not cut off a cyclist. 2. When turning left, you must stop and wait for oncoming bicycles to pass before turning. 3. When driving through an intersection, be careful to scan for cyclists waiting to turn left. Question 32. Why shouldn't you follow a cyclist too closely? A. Because they are fast. B. Because they don't have brake lights to warn drivers behind them. C. Because they may block your sight. D. None of these. The correct answer is B. Because they don't have brake lights to warn drivers behind them. Explanation. Avoid following a cyclist too closely, as they do not have brake lights to indicate when they are slowing or stopping. This can make it difficult for drivers to react in time, increasing the risk of a collision. Question 33. When is a car driver allowed to enter the bike lane? A. When turning right at a corner. B. When overtaking a cycle. C. When it needs to move fast. D. None of these. The correct answer is A. When turning right at a corner. Explanation. A car driver is allowed to enter a bike lane only when necessary, such as turning right at a corner or driveway. Always ensure it is safe to enter the bike lane and watch for cyclists. Question 34. Why do you need extra space between your vehicle and a motorcycle? A. Because motorcycles can stop very slowly. B. Because motorcycles can slip very quickly. C. Because motorcycles can break down very quickly. D. Because motorcycles can stop very quickly. The correct answer is D. Because motorcycles can stop very quickly. Explanation. Motorcycles have the ability to stop very quickly, often faster than cars. Maintaining extra space ensures you have enough time to react and avoid a collision. Question 35. What could happen when driving alongside a large commercial vehicle in bad weather conditions? A. The road will get slippery due to that large vehicle. B. The large vehicle will spray mud, snow, and debris on your windshield and can block your vision. C. The large vehicle will become less visible due to its size. D. None of these. The correct answer is B. The large vehicle will spray mud, snow, and debris on your windshield and can block your vision. Explanation. In bad weather conditions, large commercial vehicles can spray mud, snow, or debris onto your windshield, temporarily blocking your vision. Always maintain a safe distance in such conditions. Question 36. How should you change lanes when passing a cyclist? A. The same rules apply to cyclists as to other vehicles. B. Change lanes with less consideration, as cyclists will always stop for vehicles. C. You are not allowed to change lanes when there is a cyclist on the road with you. D. All of the above. The correct answer is A. The same rules apply to cyclists as to other vehicles. Explanation. When passing a cyclist, change lanes as you would for other vehicles, ensuring there is sufficient space and it is safe to do so. Question 37. What should you do when approaching a bus bay and a bus begins flashing its left turn signals to re-enter traffic? A. Increase your speed and pass the bus as quickly as possible. B. Allow the bus to re-enter traffic. C. Slow your speed and then pass the bus. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. Allow the bus to re-enter traffic. Explanation. When a bus flashes its left turn signals to indicate it is leaving a bus bay, drivers in the adjacent lane must allow the bus to re-enter traffic safely. Question 38. What is the purpose of a crosswalk? A. Pedestrian crossing. B. Vehicle crossing. C. Parking. D. Crossing for the disabled. The correct answer is A. Pedestrian crossing. Explanation. A crosswalk is a designated portion of the roadway for pedestrians to cross, typically marked with lines, signs, or other signals to guide both pedestrians and drivers. Question 39. If someone is tailgating you, what should you do? A. Move into another lane when it is safe to do so. B. Slow down slightly to increase the space in front of your car. C. Pull over to let the tailgater pass. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Explanation. If someone is tailgating you, you can 1. Move into another lane when safe. 2. Slow down slightly to increase space ahead, giving you more time to react. 3. Pull over and let the tailgater pass if necessary. Question 40. Where should you drive safely and slowly? A. School zones. B. Residential areas. C. Hospital zones. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Explanation. Always drive slowly and carefully in school zones, residential areas, and hospital zones, as these places often have children, pedestrians, or patients crossing the road. Question 41. Why is it dangerous to drive alongside large commercial vehicles? A. Because they have large blind spots. B. Because they are big enough to block your sight. C. Because if the commercial vehicles stop and you're behind it, then you have nowhere to go. D. All of above. The correct answer is D. All of above. Explanation. Large commercial vehicles have big blind spots on both sides. Avoid tailgating a large vehicle. The driver cannot see you if you are directly behind. If the vehicle stops suddenly, you have no place to go. Remember that if you can't see the driver's face in the large vehicle's side view mirror, the driver cannot see you.